and welcome to this second episode of the FemTech by the Tech Tea podcast. Today we have with us Ms. Pradnya Umaji Manwar. She is the Senior Director and Cybersecurity and Information Security Expert at Sutherland. She also is an IAM rank holder. Welcome, ma'am. How are you doing today?
Thank you, Nista, for such a lovely, sweet, and short introduction. I'm fine. I'm doing good. How about you?
I'm doing great, ma'am. Thank you so much for taking out the time to actually come with us on this endeavor.
My pleasure, Nista.
So before we get started, I have around, women in tech questions. I do have a few questions for you for specifically catered to the tech aspect. The first one being blending human expertise with AI is often called digital chemistry. In your view, which business process should always remain human-led, no matter how advanced AI becomes?
Okay, so as per my understanding, AI is transforming industries by automating their tasks, optimizing their processes, augmenting their decision making. However, certain business processes should always remain human led due to their reliance on empathy, ethical consideration, as well as strategic oversight and complex problem solving. For example, can mention here leadership and crisis management, where AI can provide you good insights, but the ability to inspire teams and navigate case crisis, however, to make complex decisions requires human judgment. You know, now, another example I could say that legal and ethical decision making, where AI can actually analyze vast amount of legal data, but interpreting laws and making ethical decisions, and especially in cases where there is a societal impact, which must remain human driven, right? And then most important is mental health and counseling services, where
Mm.
AI can assist you in early detection of mental health issues, but human therapists and counselors bring the emotional intelligence required for treatment. And then other thing is like creative and strategic thinking. Fields
Mm.
like branding, marketing, storytelling require human intuition, right? And cultural understanding, which AI cannot actually fully replicate it, right? And then another field, most critical, farming, cultivating fields, beauty parlors. Those are the niche field where AI, I doubt how much AI can do it than humans. Those are the very strong things. Will human led.
Yeah.
So while AI will enhance your efficiency, the human touch remains irreplaceable in areas requiring emotional intelligence and ethical reasoning and critical thinking.
I think that's very well said and put. It is very important to see AI as a source to make us more efficient and not, as a tool to replace us and our workforce. Uh,
Correct.
I see so much noise on the internet around how they went on ChatGPT and they put in
Yeah.
a prompt that will change their life. And it's
Yes.
very important to understand that at the end of the day, it's just a tool that has learned more about us, but it cannot really
Correct.
replace the human touch. So,
Not at all. Yeah. Correct.
yeah,
That's true.
very, very true. And as AI and blockchain are transforming financial services, which is another route which is
Right.
impacting, our societal aspects as well. Do you think traditional banking models will survive, or are we heading towards a fully digitalized, decentralized future?
So, as per my understanding, the rise of AI, blockchain, and decentralized finance is reshaping financial services, but traditional banking will not disappear.
Okay.
Why? It will be going to evolve. Why? Because banks offers trust, regulatory compliance, and consumer protection. Right? You can't completely dependent on the AI technology or fully making it decentralized.
Mm.
Where this aspect, the decentralized finance and digital assets currently lacks. Right? They can't provide you trust, regulatory compliance, or consumer protection. So customers are still valuing personalized banking experiences, particularly for complex financial needs like mortgages, investments, wealth management, right? And also in rural areas and villages, you still see people will go with the traditional bank approach. They I'm not sure how many those people might have a smartphone in hand to have the net banking through phone. They still approach traditional bank, right? They don't do that daily banking or whatever transaction they want to do it. They I doubt they are relying on completely on digital uh, finance, digital banking. And one thing I would also suggest think that due to increase in cyber crimes or online frauds, people might not get critical transaction done online. They might prefer the traditional way of approach and going to bank in person and doing those things, right? The future is I would say is hybrid. Banks are integrating blockchain for secure transactions, AI for fraud detection, and digital banking for seamless customer experiences, right? So fintech collaboration with traditional banks are leading to hybrid models,
Hmm.
combining security with innovation.
Hmm.
While decentralized finance and AI powered finance will grow, completely decentralized system is unlikely due to regulatory and security concerns. Instead, it will expect a blend of traditional banking stability with digital innovation,
Hmm.
right?
Yes. Again, this brings us back to the first discussion we were having around how AI and digital transformation essentially is there to make us more effective, reduce the chance of human error, but it
Yes,
cannot completely replace us when it comes to the concept of human touch, or the concept of, regulatory compliances and
compliance. Yeah,
that's very important. Also, a very good point around how in the farmers or in the rural segment of India, the adoption of AI will be lower, and especially even lesser for the banking segment.
correct, correct. Very true. Yeah.
Thank you for that insight. I think that actually brings me to the last question I had for the tech segment of this podcast, which is that how would you deliver digital transformation solutions across industries like healthcare, media, and retail?
So, delivering digital transformation requires a strategic approach tailored to each industry while ensuring scalability, security, and compliance. Right? For example, healthcare. You can implement AI-driven diagnostics to improve efficiency and accuracy, while enhance telemedicine's capabilities for remote patient care, right? Then use blockchain for securing patients' records and data interoperability, right? Then deploying predictive analytics for proactive healthcare and disease prevention. In finance, I would say like use of AI and ML for fraud detection again and risk assessment. Implement blockchain in finance for secure transaction, transparent transactions. Then enable personalized banking experience through AI driven insights, right? And then enhance regulatory compliance and cybersecurity framework using AI ML models. So we actually leveraging AI technology for fraud prevention and fraud
Okay.
detection. We have developed our in-house tool to detect the frauds proactively before threat actor or scammers could able to defraud our customers. So you could proactively detect those fraud before it gets implemented or misused by the internal insider risk or the external threat actors, right?
Hmm.
And then in media and entertainment, so or retail, you mentioned, I guess. So
Yes.
utilize AI driven inventory management and demand forecasting in retail
Okay.
industries, in e-commerce. Implement personalized shopping experience through predictive analytics, right? So when you go on any site, Mintra, Amazon, Flipkart, and you search, look for your favorite things, and then next time when you visit same site again, they will pop you up the
Same.
similar pattern what you history in previous searches you did, right? It will keep popping on your browser. So that
Hmm.
is predictive analytics is one example I can give you from e-commerce site, right? Then enhance security with detection system using AI and blockchain. Integrate your omni-channel experience for seamless online and offline shopping. Ensure
Hmm.
that across all these industries, cybersecurity, regulatory compliance, and data governance are crucial for successful digital transformation. So yeah, AI is actually helping us in many ways, but only thing you should know how to leverage the technology to your advantage and to transform your business digitally, right?
Very, very true, ma'am. Actually, this gives us many use cases, and it's a very valuable input for our viewers also on the kind of use cases they can implement on their respective networks.
Yeah.
And this brings me to the second segment of this podcast, which is why we've gathered here today, which is on the occasion of Women's Day and Women's History Month. So,
Yeah.
how can we create more opportunities and enhance and promote women empowerment in the tech industry?
So okay, recently, I have seen many women actually inclined towards technology. They do want to get involved into IT. They do, especially in cybersecurity. People, females do, not only females, but I would say that it is not gender basis, but other genders also come forward and connect with me for they want to get into cybersecurity roles. Uh, but then empowering women in IT, which requires a multi-phase approach, addressing hiring, career growth, leadership representation, and work culture. So, for example, you can expand mentorship and sponsorship programs for women and men as well. I would not talk only specific to women because we have been managing team which comprises of male, female, both, right? And I see both the side the same into and same career aspiration they do have. But then you can pair them with senior leaders who can actually guide them towards leadership role or encourage cross industry networking opportunities for them to enhance their visibility. You can help them get into seminars, webinars, or any events where these people can meet various other industry leaders and share their concerns, challenges, and take more inputs and guidance from them, right? So you should not limit them within your organization, but then open the world for them, because sometimes people think, okay, they are junior, why do they need to go? No, no, that is not the thing. If you open them that world, they get a different kind of visibility, you know.
Hmm.
So, and then again, the create inclusive hiring and promotion policies, ensure equal opportunities in leadership positions and technical roles should be provided for women also. Because
Hmm.
I have seen sometimes there are good projects comes in, but then they do not consider the female employee. They will consider the male employee. At least just understand her skills, experience, knowledge. Do not undermine her skills, right? Give her a
Hmm.
chance, give her opportunity. What will happen, you can guide her if she is failing somewhere or deviating from the process or project. You always pick her up and guide her.
Hmm.
I don't think so every person, be it a male or female, they have never failed while doing something, right? Everybody goes through that phase. Failure, success is part of your life. So do not judge person or people based on, okay, she's not technical. No, she is technical, but just because she has done one mistake, you are judging her that she is not technical. That is not the case here, right?
Hmm.
So I mean, I would suggest that you should be giving equal opportunity to female also. Do not judge just because of one mistake or some mistakes she might have.
Hmm.
Similar mistake might have done that her male counterpart as well. But you are just ignoring that and giving them that opportunity is not right. Give her also the same rights. She don't deprive her learning new tools and technologies what you are bringing into your organization. Otherwise, how would be she will be going to learn if you are
Hmm.
not keeping her within your projects and
Exactly,
just
very
let her
true.
do some other work? that is not the right approach or not the right culture, I would say.
Hmm.
It's really not good culture. So yeah, I will not talk more on that. People might get feel bad about what she's talking. But then yeah, create inclusive hiring, then flexible work environment and support system, offer hybrid work models to support her professionally and personal balance. And provide and most of the organizations are providing that maternity benefits and childcare
Hmm.
support programs and all. So those are there. Invest in STEM education. STEM means that science, technology, engineering, and mathematics,
Hmm.
right? So those are the things she can. I mean, there are MBAs in STEM technology. Even though you are coming from non-technical graduation, then you can go for a STEM MBA where you
Hmm.
can get into IT field. So nobody will ask you, oh, okay, you have done B engineering. No, the other fields, commerce graduate or arts, if they have done this STEM MBA, they can get involved. They will learn
Hmm.
because it is not a rocket science. And IT field is evolving every time. Some new tools, new technologies keep coming. I mean, I have a 2.5 decade uh, experience, and in my career, I keep learning the technologies. If you do not learn or unlearn, then you stuck somewhere. You are stagnant, right? So if you want to move forward, you have to have that continuous learning thing. You
Yeah.
can't just sit and relax. Okay, now I have reached this stage. I don't want to do anything.
Hmm.
No, that is not the thing over
Especially
here.
not in the tech world, that is not
Yeah,
possible.
yeah. And then another factor is recognize and celebrate women leaders in IT. Highlight their success stories to inspire the next generation of women and men as well, right? Ensure women receive equal pay and recognition for their contribution. So that parity I still see, equal pay or recognition is somewhere we are still lacking. But by implementing these initiatives, I think organization can create a more diverse, inclusive, and empowered IT workplace for both male and female both.
And female,
Right?
yes. I think very well put, ma'am. Thank you. If I had to summarize that, it's essentially create an opportunity and then, motivate your folks or give them the right platform to learn in
Yeah.
order to, do well at that opportunity and also be
Yes.
okay with the fact that if they fail, it's good because failing
Yeah.
quicker makes you smarter
Yeah.
than
Yes.
anything else. And
Yeah.
of course,
Yes.
very important to have a culture or a policy that is people first, that gives us inclusivity at all fronts. So, thank you for that.
Yeah.
The last question I have for you is if you could give one piece of advice to women entering the IT space, what would it be for our young, buzzing,
Young woman.
budding folks?
Yeah, so be confident in your skills, embrace continuous learning, and build strong networks. So, continuous learning, do not undermine yourself, do not undermine your skills, do not get demoralized if somebody is saying something to you. Yeah, you are not good in technical things or you are not good in that. No, you know what you are good at.
Hmm.
So let them speak. People are there to speak or talk about many things. We can't control them, but then you know what you are and what things you can achieve. So have confidence. Be
Hmm.
confident whatever you're doing. So develop technical skills, leadership skills. Stay updated with the latest technologies. Build a strong technical foundation. Your technical foundation is strong. You can learn any technology, any new technology. Don't hesitate to take any challenging projects or leadership opportunities. What will happen if you fail? You will learn, right? You will experience something, but you will succeed. You will move forward. So
Hmm.
do not hesitate for that. Then find a mentor and sponsor. So yeah, finding mentor, senior guidance from experienced professionals who can help you navigate your career growth. So start of my career, not I'll not say start of my career, but well, I had 10 12 8 or 10 years of experience. I had a really good CIO who was actually guiding me up in a very proper path and giving me a flexible hand. That he was like, go and learn. What will happen? You will fail, but you will learn. Do not get scared doing anything new. And that's where my confidence level increased. And since then, I mean, those things are still on my top of my head. These are the things you should do. Take a risk. without taking risk you will not go grow, right? So that is a key thing I have learned from my manager, that career path. I mean, he had a big hand and guidance for me, any professional career. Still I'm in touch with him. I do seek his
That's
guidance
very
on those. I
good.
mean, whenever I feel like, oh, I need somebody's support or guidance, then I reach out to him. So join women in tech communities, industry networks for support and exposure. Own your achievements and speak up. You know,
Mm,
advocate for yourself in promotions, salary negotiation, and leadership roles. If you do not do that, then you will need to make more struggle to reach that stage. And then, yeah, I know females are more not talk more about promotions and salary negotiations. They feel okay, I don't need to talk because I'll get because of my work. No,
mm,
that doesn't work. Even I was thinking the same line, like, okay, if my work speaks, but works will speak, but the work will not give you promotion and salary hike until you ask for it. So you
mm,
need to ask. You need to ask because that is what other gender does, very well. I mean, more than female, I think male counterparts are good at that.
mm,
And then stay resilient and open for opportunities. The IT field is very dynamic. Embrace change and keep learning new skills. Take on visible roles that showcase your experience and your leadership potential. So those are the key thing I would suggest to uh, new generation, that you should have that. And because women bring very unique perspectives, like problem solving, technical or analytical skills, correlation skills, they are very good at it, and leadership qualities to IT, making their contribution essential for driving innovation. They bring more innovative projects or ideas, on the table, and that actually helps businesses. I can talk about myself because there are certain innovation ideas we can put into our organization, and we are developing those tools. So yeah, believe in your potential and take charge of your career. Let not other take charge of your career. You are the
very much.
one who should be taking the charge of your
Yes.
career.
This woman still has promised to take charge of our own careers.
Correct. Yeah.
Let's do that.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Absolutely. Yes. Yeah.
That brings us to the end of this episode. Thank you so much, ma'am, for all your valuable inputs. And thank you for our audience who tuned in for this particular episode. This is Nishtha Gupta signing off as your host.
Thank you, Nista. Thank you
Thank
for
you.
giving this opportunity. Thank you. Bye.